I kind of needed a quiet area to do this video. Um, First, I'm going to put it out there that I know the difference between daddy and father. Father is the man that does the deed with your mama and makes you. That's your father. Your daddy is oftentimes someone else. He's the guy that bandages your knee when you fall off your bicycle. He's the guy that puts food in your belly, clothes on your back. I had the privilege of having both father and daddy. Um, Basically, I had a good life. It was a rough life, but it was a good one. Mom and dad did the best they could. Um, Even though I was hard-headed. But that's not what this video is about. I'm calling this video Long Lost Siblings because I didn't meet my father until I was in my mid-30s. And when I did meet him, he told me that he had a daughter that would have been born in 1964 in Riverdale, Maryland. Her name at birth would have been Sharon Jameson. I don't know if she got married, if she had kids, or even if she knows. She would have been born in Riverdale, Maryland in 1964. Her mother and father did the deed while her daddy was in prison. And when her daddy got out of prison, her father bowed out. And then he moved to Rogers Heights, where he met my mother. Now, my mother, they had me, and of course my older brother, who's not related to my father, but they had me, and right before they left, she was pregnant, and he didn't know it. He was taken, his name was Paul Allen Tate. Paul Allen was taken by CPS and was adopted out. And basically, I'd kind of like to research and see if I could find both of them. When I did look for Paul, his record was sealed. We found it in Baltimore. His record was sealed, and when we called Baltimore, the only one that can have his record unsealed is him. He's got the same father and mother I do. So I'd often wondered, you know, if he picked up the same personality traits that I did, you know, hard-headed, mouthy. Well, then I don't give a shit attitude. See, that's something you would have picked up from your father. Um, and he would openly admit it. He was hard-headed, mouthy, and didn't give a shit about that. The stories I heard when I was a kid about him, of course, when I did meet him, he denied. He wasn't a violent drunk. He was a mean drunk, but he wasn't violent. So, yeah, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, that's basically it. You know, you got Paul Allen Tate, that was born in January of 1968 in Rogers Heights, Maryland. And you got Sharon Jameson, that was born in Riverdale, Maryland. They both are my brother and sister, and I'd kind of like to meet them. If it doesn't disrupt Sharon's life, that is. That's kind of, you know, the man that raised you. Turns out he's not your father and you didn't know it. You know, that might be disruption. So, I don't want to disrupt her life, cause any kind of problem. I mean, let's face it, I didn't find out none of this. Well, I didn't find out about Sharon until I moved here. Like I said, I didn't find out about Sharon until I moved here, and you know, I'm not actively looking for her. Like I said, I don't want to disrupt her life or cause any friction, but it would be nice to meet my sister. And as far as Paul Allen goes, yes, we did look for him. But his record's sealed and we can't. You know, he's the one that's got to unseal his record. But if he's like his older brother, he's hard-headed, mouthy, and I don't give a shit. So he's probably never going to have it unsealed. He just probably ain't never going to do it. Probably, you know, ain't no telling what he was told or, you know, by his adopted family. You know, we don't know where he ended up. Well, really, I don't know where either of them ended up. We don't know where Paul ended up. He could be in Baltimore, Maryland. He could be in somewhere in North Dakota or, you know, Colorado. I mean, we just don't know. His family moved with him, you know, like I said, when he was just a baby. So yeah, we're looking for him. And I haven't started looking for Sharon. I wouldn't even know where to go, you know, to look for them. And even if I did find Sharon, what do I tell her? Do I tell her the truth? Your mother and father did the deed while your daddy was in prison. And thus, there you are. I mean, I'm not selfish. I don't want to cause no static if there don't need to be none. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell all these sturdy hides. I mean, I wonder things like, are they into MMOs like me? Are they into, sports games? What are they into? Are they hard-headed like me? Paul, I kind of feel sorry for him because he's got addiction from both sides of his family and he don't even know it. He's probably done had a rough life, as far as doing drugs. And he probably don't even know where the addiction came from. So, he's probably had police trouble. Most people like me that are hard-headed and mouthy and have addiction problems, we've got legal troubles too. I mean, I've been in the prison more than once. And he's probably has too. That's just comes with the territory. So we don't know. I mean, I hope he hadn't never had legal trouble. Oh, I'd like to be the only one of my siblings to ever have legal trouble and only have problems like I have. I myself, I am, like I said, addicted to everything. Of course, I've been clean for a long time. Everybody grows up. I'm a high functioning schizophrenic. So I do have mental problems. As long as I'm on my medication, everything is good. When I get off my medications, crazy happens. So I stay on my medications and I do like I'm supposed to do because my life depends on it. And who knows, maybe Sharon will see this video. Paul, he probably don't know who he is. He only probably knows his adopted family, and maybe Sharon will see this video and say, hey, let me go ask Mom about this shit. But Paul, I doubt he'll ever see this video. I doubt he's even looking. Because the first sign that he's looking, I mean, the first thing that would happen is he would have his records unsealed. And we would have been able to figure out who his family was from that point. But like I said, his records are sealed, and the only one that can unseal them is him. I mean, I would think, me being adopted or whatever, I would be curious. Who's my real family? What happened? How come I got adopted out? I mean, I know I would be a little curious. Not saying that I want anything from these people. I don't want nothing. Hell, I got everything I need. I got a wife and a daughter. They both love me dearly. And that's all I need, really. But it's just a want, you know, kind of want to meet my brother and sister. Level 48 Warden. He's probably out here to get sturdy hides. Let me get out of here so he can get some hides. I ought to give him these ones I got. But yeah, any ideas on what steps I should take, you know, to find them, you know, would be greatly appreciated. If they even want to be found. An insurance case, do you just leave it alone? I mean, she may not even know who her real father is. You know, if she ever sees this video, she'll be like, could be a shock. You never know. I mean, if the man that raised me was supposed to be my father, and then somebody told me different, you know, after I'm close to 60 years old, I'm gonna be, I mean, I'm not gonna know what to think. I mean, I don't know how that was play out. I mean, just think about it. If you're an adult and you find out that your father is someone else that your mother did the deed with, you know, and you didn't know it, I mean, how's that going to play out for you? I mean, I don't want to cause no trouble where there's no trouble to be caused. All right, now there's a burglar.
How can I be of service?
But yeah, I just have two siblings out there that I ain't never met that I'd really like to meet. Both of y'all keep in mind, one of them I wasn't even born when they were conceived, and the other one, you know, I was just a baby when CPS came by. I know about as much as he does. You know, what happened with him and how his adoption came about. So, I'd just like to meet him. So I'm praying, you know, that the Lord sees fit, you know, for me to meet them. I got a couple cousins up here that are decent, hard-working people that, you know, I'm sure they would love to meet them too. And Paul, my God, my mom would definitely love to meet him. She's talked about him all my life. wondering how she could unseal his record, how she could meet him. She's praying for it, you know, to one day meet him. But anyway, I'm on a horse ride back to Bree. And Sharon Jameson, I didn't know nothing about her until I met him in my mid-30s. And I'm getting up there in years now. I mean, that door is closing. But anyway, let me get up off of here. We're gonna title this video, My Long Lost Siblings. And I'm gonna share it with my cousins and my mom just to let them know that I did the video. And hopefully they can figure out a way to make it go viral. And we can get some help locating these people.